should I go?
Welcome one and all to the PSDOVITO podcast. This is number 7 and this is my co-host Robert Rage.
Hello people, how we doing?
I hope they're all doing fine. I'm happy that they could join us for our 7th podcast, and this is number 7. Can you believe we've been doing this for 7 weeks now?
Time flies when you're having fun, Bert.
Sure does. And so far, I mean, we've done some pretty different podcasts, some varying subjects, and today we've got something even more different to the ones we've done before. We're going to do the old cats versus dogs arguments. What's better, a cat or a dog? Give me your opening statement, and we'll go from there.
Well, to be completely honest, mate, I'm a lover of all animals. But seeing as this is cats and dogs, I love both. I love dogs. I've grown up with dogs in my life. You know, from when I was a little kid, when I first moved in with my nan 20 odd years ago. She had 2 little dogs, Gemma and Cara, and loved them, you know. Then I got Spike when I was about 15. He lived for about 10, 12 years. And then obviously during that time, you got your wonderful German Shepherd, Vito, who I don't think I've loved another dog as much as him. I was there the first day with you and your dad, and I was there like that weekend and the following weekend and the following weekend, you know, back in the old days when it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And about 4 or 5 years ago, I got another little cat, a rescued cat called Tammy, and she's wonderful. So there is no like, I prefer dogs to cats or cats to dogs. I'm a lover of both, personally.
Yeah. Well, I would say the same. I mean, I grew up, I've had cats, dogs, rats, birds, fish, you know, and like my cats, or Drifter in particular, the one I had like my whole life, we had mice, wild mice in the house, like when I was a kid, and my mum got a cat, but that was a rescue cat as well. It hadn't been to a home yet though, it had only just been picked up off the street, like, and obviously found out it's got no owner, it had got sorted out and all that, and we ended up with that. You know, I love that cat. That cat used to sleep on my chest when I was in bed, and there's a Stephen King film, Cat's Eyes, and in it it's got a little troll that comes out the wall, and it takes the breath out of the little girl, and the maid says, don't let the cat sit on your chest because the cat sucks the breath out of you. Yeah, but as she says that, I'm laying there with a cat on my chest, don't I? And I'm like, what are you on about? Like, fucking thinking the cat was going to say. I was only little, like young at the time, like. But it was like, but no, I like cats and dogs. I think though, personally, I prefer if I was going to have one or the other. Right now, this is, again, it comes in a lifestyle, what you can and can't do, what kind of, I mean, for you, you've got a house cat. I never had a cat that lived indoors. My cats roamed free outside. They came in for their dinner, they came in when it was cold, they came in when they wanted to go to bed, and you know, they were not saying they stayed away all the time, but they were allowed to go out to roam the gardens of things like in the streets and stuff, you know. And it's like, so
yeah, we should specify that it's not, it is a house cat, but I do live in a council flat that's 3 stories high, so just so people don't think I live in a house and don't let my cat out.
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah. But no, well, some people don't let their cats out though, but some cats are pure house cats,
Mm.
you know, and people have got big fucking gardens, but they don't, they keep the cats inside. That's how they are with them. And it depends on the breed of cat as well, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know, like, you look at a dog, and a dog needs attention, a dog needs you to be there for it. A cat don't care. Cat can give a fucking monkeys. Right. Cat wants food and somewhere to sleep. Cat don't give monkeys about nothing else, for the most part. You know, they're very friendly. You know, they love a stroke, they love a fuss made of them.
Mm.
But they'll take that from wherever they can get it from, for the most part.
Mm.
You know, but dogs look for particular people. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, dogs are loyal. Dogs are, well, that's why they're called man's best friend. They've been, what's it been, something like, I don't know, got to be something like 100,000, well, I don't know, 1,000 years more than that, and it, dogs, 100,000, I don't know. These fucking dogs and men have been together working, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And they've formed such a bond. But cats are, I know it's different, it's just because I don't, as much as I loved my cat and all that, and I thought well of my cat was like, only ever bothered about me when it wanted something. Do you know what I mean? It'd kind of like, alright, it'd come over, like, I'll be sitting there watching TV or reading a comic, and the cat had come over and decided it wanted to stand all over my comic and like just fucking get in my way and that. And they like playing with toys over and that. And I do like cats. I do like cats, but I just feel I'm more of a dog person. You know, it's but when it comes down to which would you rather have, if you had a house, garden, whatever, and you've gone, right, you know, I have a cat or a dog, I think it comes down to your situation in a lot of ways. Because, like I was saying, a cat, not, well, you could do it with your cat, it wouldn't be that bad, but like with the kind of cats I had, I could go out all day, all night, as long as someone fed the thing at some point, it didn't matter. But I couldn't go out and leave Vito for 24 hours, you know?
Mm.
Because he needs you to be there, he needs to be taken for walks, you know, where the cats take the fucking self for a walk.
Yeah, well they use a litter tray.
Yeah, exactly. So you got the litter tray thing there, which in some ways that is, you're taking the dog for a walk, cleaning out the litter tray. It's not the same, but that's you having to do something about the animal's toilet needs.
Mm.
You know? It's like, but with a dog, yeah, you've got to take it out 2-3 times a day, make sure it's been for a decent walk, done what it needs to do. Cats, like I say, you've got a litter tray, right, you've got to clean up after it. That's not as much hassle as taking a dog for a long walk 3 times a day. You know?
Yeah, no, of course it ain't.
Dogs are very protective. Dogs will look after you. Cats will go, fuck that, I'm going to run and hide behind the sofa. You know?
Yeah.
That's the thing for me, is like, if I'm going to have something, I like cats. I've got nothing against cats, but this is about cats versus dogs. What would we rather have? What do I prefer? Like, I mean, scientifically, Dan, yeah, there was a study done, yeah, and over 2,000 fossils were found. They studied these fossils, and they found out that the cats were better at surviving than dogs over the years. And the reason for this is because the cats are better hunters, yeah? Because they, like, you've got to think all these cats and dogs around, they're all fighting over pretty much the same food source. But the cats are much, much better hunters. They've got a night vision which can see in 6 times lower light than human beings. You know, they've got an excellent sense of smell and hearing, the same as dogs, but the cat's sense of smell is actually supposed to be better than the dogs. But cats are responsible for about 40 species of dog dying out.
Bloody hell.
Because they beat them to the food source back in the day. So cats, scientifically, evolutionary, I guess you got to say they're better than dogs. Because they've survived longer, they can survive and, you know, hunt and look after themselves better than dogs can. So I guess on a scientific basis, cats are better than dogs.
I think as well, like, I feel like cats are more intelligent for the most part, and I think, yeah, obviously it depends on the dog and what the dog's been through and all the rest of it, but for the most part, cats are more intelligent, and I feel like you have to build a trust more with a cat than a dog.
You have to earn the dog's respect.
Yeah, and to a certain level, which trust.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like with Vito, if a complete stranger comes in, he's going to go, "Oh, what's that? I don't know. No, who are you? Who are you? No, what you doing? This is my fucking house. What you doing?" That's all well and good. A cat will fuck off and run away unless it is not a lot of noise sort of thing. You know, that's generally what a cat goes by, is noise and smell and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like, it depends on the breed and what that particular animal's been through. Obviously, if it's a rescued dog or a rescued cat, you have to put that extra time in.
Yeah.
To build that trust and all the rest of it.
Sorry, go on, mate. Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I thought you'd finished a bit. Yeah. No, well, also, you say they're more intelligent, and yeah, I think cats are definitely more intelligent than spats. Yeah, but I think a house brick is more intelligent than a spat for the most part. Alright? But when you take like a Labrador, a German Shepherd, and you look at the fact that these kind of dogs are working dogs, you know, they work for the police force, they help disabled people, deaf people, blind people, you know. There's dogs that help people like myself get dressed and get ready, and, you know, like, I mean, I've even had Vito help me take the jacket off a couple of times because it's too tight and I couldn't, like, wriggle free. So I said, go on, grab the sleeve, and he's grabbed the sleeve and pulled it up, you know. And yeah, he's a smart dog, but if he was trained by a police force, you know, or the bomb squad or something, he'd be 1,000 times smarter than he is, or just more educated, I guess, is the way to look at it. Cats, I think, you could argue, are more intelligent because cats sleep for about 13 to 14 hours a day, yeah, and the rest of the time they spend licking themselves. So, little change of view there, just get these little animals in the background. I know they ain't dogs or cats, it's animal related. But yeah, Dan, like I'm saying, cats are lazy bastards. They don't do fuck all.
No.
But does that not make them more intelligent in a lot of ways? It's like we say, cats out-survive dogs, cats out-hunt dogs. So they can do it if they need to do it, but they don't. They go, Sorry, mate.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, cats outlive dogs.
They actually live roughly about the same. Dogs live 10 to 14, cats live about 12 to 15. So it's, yeah.
Alright, yeah, it's about the same.
Cats do outlive dogs for the most part, but
It depends on the breed.
In it. Yeah, again,
Depends on the breed. I mean, like, my dad's had his Jack Russell for like, fuck knows how long. A long freaking time. It's like, I think he's like 15 now. And you go round there, and it's like, he's not aged. He's got a couple of grey bits around his mouth, but he's like, hello, you're right, I'm fucking mental. Yeah. Like, it's like, how are you still that active? Like, you're an old bastard. But you're jumping about, you're saying hello, you know, he's excited to see ya. And I think that's the difference as well. Regardless of whether you go out for the day or not, it's when you wake up in the morning and you've got a dog jumping on your bed, wagging his tail, licking ya, saying hello, like going, you know, making the noises that they make. I don't think nothing really in the world beats that unless you've got kids.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, that's the thing that I would love. You know, obviously my cat, like if I go out for a smoke or whatever, sometimes she's sitting there waiting for me and all that. And if I'm sitting in my room, she comes in more now. Like recently, she'll just sit outside scratching my door, meowing and all the rest of it. And I let her in. She comes in, gets on my chair behind me, like rubs herself on my back. So you know, that's always, it's a nice thing, you know, when your animal does that. But like with a dog, you know, like what I was saying, that you wake up in the morning or you get back from a day out or whatever, and that just, you can't beat that welcome.
It's to me, it's like the dog does it for you as well as itself. The cat does it for itself in a little way. So I'm gonna go there, so this geezer can stroke me. And then I ain't got to lick myself, and I'll do even less in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So fuck it. I've got it sorted now, haven't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I don't wake up in a bad mood. I mean, with my disability, I have a lot of problems with sleeping, I have a lot of pain and shit like that. But I wake up and the dog, he's there, and it's like you can't be in a bad mood when you wake up. You know? He's like, hello mate, and he wants to be happy, and you know what I mean? I'm not one of them people that will take a bad mood out on the dog. Never. Don't matter how pissed off I am, or unless I'm pissed off at the dog for being a prick or something, you know? I'll shout at him. But I'll never take my bad mood out for something else on the dog, you know. If I've got the hump with someone else, I won't shout at the dog. You know, I'm not like that. I don't have a go at the dog unless he does something. Like when he like all dogs, I think, do it where they find a bit of fanny juice out on the grass and they dig their claws in and start licking. That pisses me right off. I'll fucking come here, and he don't want to fucking... He'll do as he's told, he'll do everything. Do everything you want him to do, but if he finds a bit of honey juice, that's it. Claws in, bam, now I'm doing my own thing now. It's like, and you had to tell him, didn't you? You know yourself, he walks in. And he finds that spot of juice, mate, and he's, yeah, this is me. But I mean, anything else, you tell him to sit at the edge of the road, wait here, come here, you know. I've been out there where I've been round the street and I've got the lead caught round a wheel of the chair. I've actually had to take him off the lead in the middle of the street by the petrol garage, like, and just take it off and tell him to sit and stay there while I unravelled the fucking lead, and then put it back on him, and he'd do that. And he done something similar when he was a puppy, but obviously he didn't know no different. I took the lead off, he thought, wait, it's playtime. So he started to run down the street. I went, wait, come back here, sit down. And he come back, sat down, does his soul, everything. Find a bit of fanny juice, bam, feet in the floor, game over. It's but yeah, I think I don't know. It's like cats are easy. Cats are easy. I think is what a lot of it is. Because dogs require a lot. Dogs are like, I think dogs are more like kids, and I think if you're gonna have kids, you should have a dog first, because if you can't handle a dog, you've got no fucking chance with a kid.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? A dog is hard enough work as it is, and it ain't that simple and straightforward to bring up a dog and make it behave and train it properly, and to do that with a kid is so much harder. And I think there's too many people have kids, and
They shouldn't have kids.
Yeah, and I think, and not just that, people who should have kids, but I think people that need a bit more experience with responsibility and learning how to control and to teach another life. You know? It's, whereas with a cat, like if you've got a kid, right, like say Paige and Riley, Maisie, Madison, they all come round here and they all love the fuck out of the dog. You know, they stroke him, they put him in headlocks, and they brush him, and they throw his toys, and they throw treats for him. And like Riley's too, but he goes, Vito, sit. Dog sits. He throws a treat on the floor, he says, wait. The dog looks and he goes, go on then, mate. And then the dog gets it. So a 2-year-old dog can control this German Shepherd, which is twice the size of him easily. You know, he towers over him. And it's like, but with a cat, what can you teach the kid with a cat? You know, go, there's a cat. If you hold that bit of string, it will kick it. And he'll bite it a bit, and then he might scratch your hands up because he wants the bit of string. I am playing the dog card here because I've got a dog. I am being a bit more on the dog side in this cat versus dog argument, when we've already established scientifically that cats probably are better than dogs. But
it's hard to argue though, mate, because I've always wanted my own dog. So I can't really say that I prefer cats to dogs, because I don't. I love dogs, and I'd love to have my own dog, but I'm just not allowed.
Do you know, there's about 400 million dogs in the world, and about 500 million cats. So again, cats are surviving and thriving a little bit more than dogs, well, quite a lot more than dogs.
Yeah.
But given day one, right, or say this was day one, someone said, yeah, you haven't got a cat, you haven't got a dog, you got nothing. And they say, what do you want, Rage? Robert Rage, what do you want, a cat or a dog? What would you take? And you could have either one. No arguments for you then or nothing about having a dog.
This stage in my life, right at this moment in time, I would have a dog.
Yeah.
Even I could have had a dog when my first cat died.
Yeah.
I could have got a little dog, because I haven't really, you know, I've been looking after me nan, as you know.
Yeah, of course.
So I would have had the time, and still have the time, to look after a dog.
Yeah.
But do you know something else about?
What's that, mate?
Stevie Richards likes cats.
He sure does, but we'll talk more about that when we get back. Let's go to a word from our sponsor, YTWE 18+.
Control.
So, Rach, your little point about Stevie Richards, Michael Manor, liking cats, he sure does, because he posts a picture of a cat nearly every single day on Facebook, and he even had the BWO t-shirt made into the Kitten World Order t-shirt. So this is a guy that definitely, I would say, prefers cats to dogs.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
You know, it's and that's like, alright, we're looking at what would you prefer, would you like cats, dogs, would you like better, what would you rather have? I think kind of between us we've established that me and you, we do like cats, we've got nothing against cats, we just, I think we're both dog people, we both prefer dogs, you know, and that's kind of what I'm getting from it. Would you agree with that? Would you say you were more of a dog person?
Yeah, definitely. I enjoy my time more with like Vito and my dad's dog. I mean, I love my little cat, don't get me wrong, of course I do. But a dog just seems to have more life.
Dog seems to be more personal, doesn't it? Dog seems to be, like I say, the dog seems to be there for the pair of you. The dog's there for both of you. The cat, would you agree with that? The cat seems to be more in it for itself.
Partly. A cat's more independent.
Yeah.
It doesn't need you for so much. Like taking it for walks, for example. But obviously there's other there's things you've got to do for your cat. You know, you've got to groom it and all the rest of it. You know, you've got to comb it and cut its claws and obviously do its trade. We've covered that bit.
Yeah, you've got to groom and cut the claws on a dog as well, you know. So that's something you've got to do with both of them. And like I say, I think with your cat, there's probably a little bit more work involved in just in the litter tray, as opposed to the kind of cat that I had that would go outside and do that kind of thing. You know? But it depends on the cat, don't it? Really,
Yeah.
And the environment that it's in as to whether it's more work or not. Or
Yeah. I think the fact that I've got a house cat as well adds that personal touch.
Yeah.
You can get a chance to bond with it more, as opposed to a cat that goes out all day long or all night long, whatever,
Yeah.
and only comes in to have something to eat.
Yeah, well, it was like I was a kid, so I'd go to school, I'd come home, I'd go out, I'd get home at night and my cat's there, you know. It wasn't, you know, I saw my cat a lot because I was young and I wasn't in all the time, you know. If I had been, then I wouldn't have seen the cat much.
Yeah.
You know, as much. But the cat was, you know, my cat used to sleep on my bed all the time and like used to come and sit with me in the living room and sit in the garden with me, and you know, they are friendly, they are there because they like you. They do pick certain people that they will spend more time with.
Yeah.
You know, like my cat wasn't, my mum and my cat were, they was alright, but they didn't get on as well as I got on with the cat, or my dad got on with the cat. You know? So I'm not saying my mum didn't get on with the cat, but the cat was just closer to us.
Yeah.
The cat chooses, don't it, I suppose? And it's
Yeah.
probably more to do with the fact that it was me and my dad that fed the cat. So
Yeah.
the cat goes, they feed me, that's the fucker I'm going to go and sit with. Dogs ain't much different, really, But when you think of the fact that, like, it's always very busy, it's always been very busy with people around here, and, like, yeah, I feed Vito more or less every day of the week, but if you're here, you might do it. If Grant's here, he might do it. If Stu's here or whoever, it's just, if someone's standing in the kitchen and it's dinner time for the dog, we all know what time it is.
Mm.
The dog knows what time it is because he looks at us and goes, mate, it's dinner time. And it's whoever's closest or whatever does it. So, you know, it's not quite the same with a dog. A dog knows who its, well, it's like man's best friend. It knows who its master is, if you like. But it's got no problem being just as friendly with other people.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not, I don't think it's necessarily down to who feeds it, you know, but alright, maybe when it comes to trying to protect a person, that's when it might come into it, you know. It might be like, right, well, I've got to make sure this geezer's protected because he's my feeder over all these other people, and he's the one I spend the most time with, sort of thing. But it's, I don't know, it's tricky. I like cats, but I think in a battle of cats versus dogs, personally, dogs have earned their spot, I feel, more. You know, look at all the dogs that have saved lives, all the dogs that help people every day, you know. Tell me last time a cat saved someone from a burning building. or a cat caught a burglar, or, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are cats that have done some quite amazing stuff somewhere down the line. But dogs do it every day. Dogs get medals, dogs get awards for it, dogs are trained for this shit.
Yeah.
You know? I think dogs have earned their place.
I think if cats were bigger, then people could teach them to do some of them things.
Teach a tiger to do that then.
That's different.
It's cat, big cat.
Yeah, I know it's not different, but it is different. You're talking about a wild animal.
Tame tigers. People have tame tigers.
You could probably teach them to do that sort of thing. I reckon you could.
I don't think, though, I would let a tiger help me take my coat off.
But that's a massive size difference as well. I'm talking about a cat that's the same size as Vito.
Alright. I don't know, cheetah's probably too big, but... Alright, but yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing you've got to look at, is like, cats, the family of cats is massive. Lions, panthers, tigers, Siberian tigers, this tiger, this fucking that and everything else, you know. Where dogs, you got dogs, there are fucking many breeds, but there's many breeds of domestic cat. Dogs are related to wolves. The wolves have 98% of the dog's DNA. So it's like, cats seem to be more dominant, you know?
Yeah.
All over. Scientifically, evolutionary, yeah, cats probably are better than dogs. Depends what argument we're going. We're going for the humanistic one. I don't know, are cats more popular? They probably are the most popular because they do stupid cat videos on YouTube and everyone goes, that's wicked. Like, you know, all the funny cat videos you watch. You know, there's funny dog videos, but I'm sure there's hundreds more funny cat videos out there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Cats, I think, you know, like I say, dogs. How far back the relationship between man and dog goes. The relationship between man and cat goes back like 10,000 years at least, you know? You got to go back, like the Egyptians had cats, they worshipped cats, the Egyptians. Cats were gods to the Egyptians. So then, like, in summary then, give me your summary overall. Are dogs or are cats better than dogs? And on what levels are cats or dogs better than the other?
It all depends on your circumstances, your lifestyle. For me personally, I would say probably a cat is better for my situation. Doesn't mean I wouldn't rather have a dog, because I would. But yeah, it just all depends on the person as well. I mean, like if you're really busy, you know, if you're out every single day, no working, then it's a lot harder to have a dog. You know, you need someone there more often for a dog. Whereas like a cat, you can feed it in the morning and that's it. It's set for the day. Whether it's a house cat or a cat that goes outside.
Yeah.
But obviously with a dog, you've got a sort of, it's a commitment. You know, it's that age-old expression, a dog is not just for Christmas, it's for life, and that is very true.
Yeah. A dog is definitely a full-time thing.
There's a certain amount of sacrifice, if you like, to look after a dog.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, like, it's not... He's laying behind me right now.
Yeah.
And he'll get up in a minute, he'll go for a walk into the hallway, he'll lay down, he'll get back up and he'll come and lay next to me, he'll look at me, he'll go, give me one of them biscuits or something, and then in a little while, like a couple of hours, he'll go, mate, it's dinner time. But within that time, I'll have had several conversations with him, you know. It's like, and I'll always check, always say around, I've always made a point of turning around every 5 minutes and just saying, you alright mate, hello boy, and, you know, just give him, like, if he comes over, give him a stroke and that, you know, I make sure he gets attention, but again, that's because I know I have to do that. He's a big dog, he's an intelligent dog, you need to keep him stimulated, you know, you can't leave him bored. Whereas, like you say, with cats you can. And yeah, for me, yeah, alright, admittedly, being in a wheelchair, walking a dog isn't as easy as having a cat and letting it outside. You know, but I can deal with that. I can take him for a walk in a wheelchair, I can do it. So that's alright for me. But yeah, obviously in my situation, maybe a cat would be a better option in some respects. But I don't know, I think, and this is hard to say, I've had fish, I've had birds, I had a parrot, I loved the life out of that parrot, but I would never have another parrot. He was a sun conure, yeah, he was lovely, but I could not deal with the incessant screeching and squawking, and yeah, I thought it was great when he was singing his songs and making his little noises and all that, but I could not deal with another parrot, and I hated having him in a cage. Like, and obviously I let him out of the cage, he flew around inside, but I hated the fact that every time I saw him, I was like, you should be outside. And I remember being in a swimming pool in Australia and watching these parrots fly over the head, And I was like, that's what my parrot should be doing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'd never want another bird. As long as I live, I'd never want another bird, you know? I think my favourite animal to have pet is a rat. They require more or less somewhere in the middle of what a cat and a dog needs, you know? And then when you think about it, evolutionary, scientifically, rats have got to be kicking the piss out of cats and dogs, ain't they? You know? But, like, if you get a good rat, it's like having a little dog, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather have a rat than a fucking chihuahua or a little handbag dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A rat all day long is going to be a better pet. You can train rats to do the same shit you can train dogs to do, in terms of fucking sitting, staying. Like, they don't sit like a dog sits. You can get it away. You can put the food there and make it wait and tell it when to go. You know, and you can train rats to do tricks. But rats, I think, are more intelligent than cats and dogs. But that's not the argument here. That's just kind of a little side note on, realistically, what I think as a pet. But again, rats cleaning the fuckers out is a lot of hassle, and they do tend to smell if you miss a day or two. So,
Yeah.
you know, and then they can be, so some of the rats I've had knew that they belong in a cage when they did their business. Others went, no, fuck it, I'll do it wherever. You know? And it's like, so they can be domesticated in that way. You know? And rats are just as affectionate as a dog. And they're in it for the pairing. I don't know, I feel like rats bond, they make a pack with you. You know? But personally, scientifically, evolutionary, yeah, cats probably better than dogs. Humanistically, I personally think dogs are better. I think that's how I think they've earned their place.
Yeah, even with the evolution part, that's arguable, mate. Really, considering what you said about dogs and what they do, the fact that they save lives and everything else dogs can do. It's only because there are so many fucking cats in the world.
And they're better hunters.
Yeah, I guess. But as I said, that's 50-50, I think. There's points to both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, and I think
and obviously if there was no human beings about, cats probably would outlive dogs.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that,
yeah.
But in terms of what dogs do for us, I think that's ultimately what counts.
Yeah.
And that's not like as a pet and, you know, helping human beings.
As a working dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also as an education, not just for kids, but for adults. This is, you teach them responsibility, you teach them how to interact and, you know, form a bond, a working relationship with an animal that you can do, you know. And I think it teaches adults how to have kids, and I think it teaches kids how to just fucking behave and learn some responsibility and, you know, respect for a life.
Yep.
Right.
It's good to get like kids around dogs at an early age as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's very important.
Yeah. And so you got to think, like Maisie, Maddie, Paige and Riley, they're all scared shitless when they hadn't seen him, and all they'd heard was him barking when Grant knocks on the door or Sherry knocks on the door or whatever. But they come in, I let him out, to come and see him, and they're in love with him. You know what I mean? It's like, it's. I think there's that as well. Cats ain't supposed to be scary. Dogs are. Dogs are. Oh, hey, park it. It's gonna scare a kid.
Yeah.
You know? I think a dog's a better thing to have, and I think it does depend on the dog. You know, depends on what kind of dog it is as well. There are some dogs I would rather have a cat, and certain dogs, you know, like they're like I say, the little handbag dogs and stuff. No, I've got no interest in them really.
Fucking animals that don't deserve the title dog.
Yeah, they're not real dogs, are they?
No.
They're a species of dog. I think maybe somewhere along the line a rat mated with a dog. And these things came out.
Yeah.
But we'll leave that for our viewers, our listeners, to decide what is better. You've heard the arguments for, against. What's better in the battle of cats versus dogs? So, this has been the PSDOVITO podcast, number 7. This has been about cats versus dogs. Yes, it's a slightly different subject to the previous ones, and it's probably had a bit more information in it than the previous ones, and maybe more of a point to it. But I think this is because I actually decided at least 6 minutes before the podcast what I might talk about, rather than saying to Dan before we push the share button what we're going to talk about, and he says legs, and we go, alright. You know, so maybe this has been one of our better podcasts. But please join us for podcast number 8. We don't know what we're going to be talking about yet. If you want to leave us some comments on this one, any of our other videos, we may reply to them in our next podcast.
No, we will.
We will. We will.
Yeah, we will.
As long as we don't get 200 comments, and then we'll have to do a podcast just about comments.
Yeah.
But with a comment podcast. But yeah, so this has been PSDOVITO. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to PSDOVITO, and also to check out our sponsor, YTWE 18+. I'm throwing that at Dan before he grenade launches me.
I haven't even got any fucking bullets. You've killed me now, but...
Oh, but I'm on fire as well, but... It's right, I'm alive. I'm healing.
Oh.
Right. This is PSDOVITO podcast, and Dan's dying on the floor. Join us next time.
Should I stay or should I go? You send sugars on my spine. You send sugars on